Hello, I'm Dr. Peter Lind, and I just returned from literally 2 conferences in one weekend, where I went from one conference to another conference in the same day and filled up the entire weekend. And one of the amazing conference topics we talked about was injuries. Now, if you've ever been injured, and I have a number of times, what we usually do is, if I hit my arm, I'm going to inherently go and touch that area. Well, we've got 2 things happening. When you fall or injure yourself, you have pain sensations going into your brain, eliciting, telling you that you've got some injury of some kind. Well, what we inherently try to do is go in there with touch. Now, touch, the sense of touch, overrides or is a different firing system into the brain and tries to overlap the sensation of pain, so it tends to feel a little bit better or more comfortable. Now, that happens with an initial injury, but what happens with some injury you've had years and years ago, where there's literally old memories and patterns that have been there and they're still there? We're able now to go back in time to an old injury, uncover what has happened at that point, and reprogram the nerve system, wipe it out, clear it out, and so the body can loosen itself and realign itself and come back to a better state of healing after procedures that we're learning now and actually doing in our clinic and taking care of old injuries and problems like that, bringing a person up to a good point in time where their old injuries aren't a problem or bothering them of any sort. We do different procedures and techniques now, but the old injury pattern, literally bringing them up to the present and seeing if they're important or what needs to be cleared out. Just wanted to share that with you. It's just very exciting. We use a number of tools and techniques, but one thing is real clear on using the sensory system, receiving. If we've got an injury of some kind, we're not receiving information as well as we could otherwise. And so some of the things that happen is you touch the old injury and it still might be painful, and you wonder, why is it painful when it happened years and years ago? We've still got overriding nerve tissue into that area that are not being cleared out. Or range of motion. You might have a range of motion that's stopped. If it's in a spine or a joint that you can't move and bend very well, and that's from an old pattern that has not been cleared up. So these are very important. They need to be cleared up, and we have the ability now to go back and find old problems with pain or range of motion or sensations like that and clear them up with the different procedures and techniques that we're using today. Very gentle, but making a major difference in people's health and improvements in their lives. So until next time, we'll talk to you again. I'm Dr. Peter Lind.